Both Louth and Cork had plenty to prove when they met earlier today. Louth leaked 5-21 to Dublin in the Leinster final. Meanwhile, Cork lost by a single point to Clare in Munster. So a win was vital today for both of their seasons.
It's been a remarkable rise for Louth football. Yes, they were well beaten in the Leinster football final, but they're here in the All-Ireland series in Navan, and they're here on merit.
Congratulations to Mickey Hart and to Louth. They're into the Leinster final for the first time in 13 years.
Because the county ground in Rd does not have sufficient capacity for supporters like Mary Lynch, all championship games are away ones.
It's hard to believe we haven't got a pitch. Like, I'm here in Navan today to watch a home game for Louth, which is nearly incredible to think that that's happening. And I really hope the headquarters help us out and get us over the line and get us where we belong in our own pitch.
How long have you been supporting Louth football?
Well, I'm in my late 60s and I'm probably supporting Louth football a lifetime. And it passes my Sundays. It's healthy, it's good for my head and for my body, for everything. And I'm so happy with the setup now. Like, I mean, we have Mickey Hart, like probably one of the best managers ever. And we have probably one of our best players ever in Sam Mulroy, who would be up there with the David Cliffords, etc. And they're just so committed. It's incredible what's going on at the minute. And I'm just a very happy person when I'm involved with football. The Centre of Excellence in County Louth is only a mile off the road from where I live, and I can see the lights in the sky every night of the week, and the train and train and train, and if they can do that, well, why can't I be a good supporter?
It's due to be officially a home game for Louth, but Rd not considered to be up to the standard required, so we're at Páirc Tailteann. Number 19, Bevan Duffy, comes in place of Conor Grimes. Cork are unchanged, and it's their first game in 7 weeks after defeat in Munster to Clare. Nice day in Navan for this first round, Group 1 match. Here's their one change. Bevan Duffy. First score of the game is coming, and it's off the boot of Craig Lennon. Louth lead by a point. Joining the attack, fullback Peter Lynch. That's a decent ball into Conor Early. Early, difficult angle this. Good score. And now Louth lead by 2. Good finish from Early. There's a chance for Cork to reduce the gap. And they've done it. Cillian O'Hanlon in the 14th minute. One look at the posts. Left-footed. Splits them. O'Hanlon. Now looking for it inside is Brian O'Driscoll, and O'Driscoll scores the opening goal. The Cork now lead by 3. Good finish from O'Driscoll. Cork finishing the half well. They're going to get another score here from Colm O'Callaghan, the man from Éire Óg. Puts 3 between them again. Still the 4 points between them. Early part of this second half. Good blistering run, this one from Craig Lennon. Lennon lays it off to the captain, Sam Mulroy. And 4 minutes into the second half. There's 3 between them. Good kick out. Oh, big mistake. Chance for a Louth goal, perhaps. Yes, they've got it. It's the substitute, Conor Corbett, plants it to the back of the net, and 2 between them now. Kevin O'Donovan, Maurice Shadley. A chance for Colm O'Callaghan, and Cork keep the scoreboard ticking over. Nice finish from O'Callaghan. Here's Niall Sharkey, in turn picks out Conal McKeever. It's a nice piece of interplay for Louth, and Kieran Downey. 2 points in it now, 112 to 110 in favour of Cork. Just the 2 in it. Chance perhaps for Louth to reduce it to the minimum now. Here's Kieran Downey. Gets a bit of support from the substitute, Dylan McKeown. And McKeown fist pumps it and puts it over the bar and down to a 1-point game. Good spin away by Peter Lynch. Turn finds Leonard Gray. This is Sam Mulroy pointing at the post. Mulroy. Well, that's cheeky. That's very cheeky. And Louth back into a 1-point lead. 114 to 113 now. Brilliant finish. Cork know they're in a real battle here. This is Rory Dean. Louth defence just backing away. Ian Maguire to Brian O'Driscoll, and left-footed, the goal scorer pops it over. This is Owen McSweeney. Stephen Sherlock. Sherlock drifting across the 13-metre line, left-footed, splits the posts. That's a good finish from Sherlock under pressure. The St. Finbarr's man, but a good, neat finish. Here's the substitute, Conal McCall. A big man from St. Joseph's, wrestles the ball away. Conor Early. Early. Oh, he's done it well. The back level again. 116 apiece. Oh, no, the umpires decided that's gone wide. Well, we were convinced that was over. The umpire decided that's gone wide. Disappointment for Early. Good fetch from Brian Hurley. Goes and gets the return ball. Got plenty of white shirts up, but he decides to go for the point himself. Brian Hurley. Hurley keeps Cork ticking over. Good catch. Colin O'Callaghan creates a lot of space. O'Callaghan. There's John O'Rourke. And this is good from Cork. Good reply. O'Rourke with the point. Oh, they're taking the free kick quickly. Here's Conor Corbett. Louth caught napping. And Corbett takes his point. Seconds left now. There goes the final whistle. The Cork won the championship game between the sides last year by 4 points. Louth won the league match in March by 3. But today, it's Cork, the victors, on a scoreline of Cork 119, Louth 117.
My heart was in my mouth there. The last couple of balls that went in, one of them clipped the crossbar, and the last 45, you know, we had a line of players there. You never know where it was going to go with a 2-point lead. So I suppose relief is the first emotion, really. And I suppose, you know, we're very happy to come up here and get 2 points today against Louth in a very, very tough game.
Very, very disappointed. Yeah, I suppose, look, it's probably one of the games that we targeted to try to get out of this group and win was what we needed, and look, unfortunately we didn't get it. But look, as you said, the battle and the hunger shown from our lads was incredible, so look, very proud of them for that. But yeah, it's really disappointing.
Disappointment for Sam, and that win moves Cork into second place in Group 1. Mayo are top. Louth and Kerry are still pointless. Next up, Cork host rivals Kerry in Páirc Uí Chaoimh, while Louth travel to Castlebar to take on Mayo, a game that you can see live next Sunday here on RTE. Paul and Peter are still with me. Paul, just thinking, Cork had 7 weeks to get ready and to reset from the Clare defeat with John Cleary and coaches like Kevin Walsh. Did they get the structure right today?
Yeah, they did a great job, the management team and the players. I think, you know, it's all well and good having a good structure, but most important thing is that you have the leaders in your group, like Maguire, Hurley, O'Callaghan, who led the way here. As you can see, the way they set up defensively, which was the foundation of their play in the first half, and when they had such a break, we were keen to see how are they going to set up, because they had so much time to prepare. And it was clear that, and I'll let this play a little bit further, and you can see we had an engagement line right across the 45. We've seen this time and time again in the first half of Cork's play, and it was tracking all the runners coming through from Louth, shutting them out and just reducing their options. And as well as that, then they had O'Driscoll, who primarily was playing the role of sweeper, and everyone else was going man to man. So really solid structure, something that they worked on and they executed it well. then you see, as this play develops, the ball is popped in on top of Samuel Roy, who was absolutely phenomenal today. Again, showing leadership. Catches this ball is the one time he was shut out. O'Driscoll gets a phenomenal block, and they go down the other end of the field and get a score from that. On the flip of that, how are they going to set up offensively, right? So when they did have to deal with the crowded, Louth defence, which you know you're going to face when you're playing against Louth, I love this play when you see Hurley gets the ball right in the corner, and in this corner, tacking right into the corners, they commit 8 Louth players, which we know then as this play develops, we'll see that if this is a good pass from Hurley, the score is on the far side, but it doesn't matter. They remain patient. They get a ball across the field, and Mahoney gets it across then to Walsh. I think Tommy Walsh does a great job here in probing. That's the key when you get to the other side. You know you're on the weak side for the defence. And as he gets into this gap, he doesn't just ship an easy pass off and then the defenders aren't drawn to him. He attacks the corner, or he attacks the goal and draws 3 players to him and ships it off to Chris Oak, who again attacks and probes. He gets it back out to Matty Taylor. And as Matty Taylor again probes the corner because the ball wasn't on for him. Chris Oak gets it. This is the ball we want. He kicks it right across to the centre channel. He gets it to O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll again, who was excellent throughout the game today. Just going to stop it here for a second. You see his run. He gives the ball off and he runs. Maguire runs, but watching the run over here from O'Callaghan is excellent. And he finishes off this score, coming at pace on the weak side, and they just stretch this Louth defence. And this is excellent play. This isn't by accident. This is what they worked on over the last 7 weeks. But again, you can have all the tactics you want. It's the character and leadership that they showed today that got them over the line.
Yeah, and they were very quick. Louth were very quick to get bodies back on, like against Dublin. So they did make it hard for Cork, but they were patient.
Yeah.
And they waited on the right man coming in at the right time. And they hit 119. Cork hit 119.
That's interesting, Peter, because, you know, Louth had a cut against Dublin and they probably got cleaned open at the back, but today they changed their shape. So Cork required a little bit of different game management against today's opposition.
Well, they had to be very patient, but you know, Louth were 6 points down at one stage, and this was a crucial stage. They had got the game back to 2 points, and I felt there was a bit of inexperience. It was young McKeown had just come off the bench, and that didn't give time for Louth to push up. And Louth, you know, performed pretty well on the Cork kick-out. They got the goal from it, but in this case, they didn't have time to push up, so they all sat back. The Louth crowd had really got behind them at this stage, and they were urging the players forward, and the players sat back. And this is a feature, we can call it game management, but a feature of the 3 games today is a lot of this lateral passing back and forward, very hard, you know, on the eye. Players, nobody on them. But what Louth are wanting Cork to do here is to drive through and kick the ball, and Brian Hurley standing there with 3 Louth men around him. But the patience and the runners coming off the shoulder speed, this is Colin O'Callaghan, and both him and Ian Maguire were superb at time in the run, getting there. So despite the fact they had 15 men back, there wasn't a hand laid on the Cork players coming through. So there was question marks of, you know, asked of Cork coming into this game. And we talk about game management and closing the game down. They just about got away with today.
And Louth have been a second half team. We've seen like a picture of that game against Westmeath in the Championship this year, except for they got over the line. But the character, that's what we're talking about with this Cork team to get over the line. You see John O'Rourke comes on, he wins a break, they get the free, and he also gets a score, and that's really
right.